the coconut tree, but I also added an eagle in here. And this part I use recycle. I had a choice to use also all the things that we artists use for the gold in here, but for this specific one, I want to use like a recyclable material, and then I just kind of use the gold on top just to kind of make it beautiful and kind of blend the painting. Another thing in relation to the eagle, when I decide that I want to implement the eagle part in there with the coconut tree and the colors that I have in here, if you think about the eagle, when you think about the eagle, eagle represents a strength and also wisdom. And then when I was looking at something that can match and can, go beautifully with an eagle, I was like, let me just put my coconut tree right there. And when you think about also coconut tree, you think about something that it creates in you like a relaxation, calmness, and prosperity, of course, because sometimes you can, when you think about coconut tree, you're thinking about a vacation place that you might be or you want to go. And so having that in a painting was something that I was like, okay, let me just put it there and see how we look. And then I just kind of play around with the design, because I like to do a creation of both abstract and a little semi-impressionist. I think with abstract, the way I see it, life is basically an abstract. Life has a lot of uncertainties. It's just like you see things, but you don't know exactly what they are sometimes. And when you put a little semi-impressionist, it's just like you have an idea what it is, but you are not like 100%, but you can see with clarity what exactly you want to see in a painting. So that's why I decided to use the coconut tree in the eagle, and then added like an abstract style in the color and all of that. I use a lot of bright color. I like to advocate for mental health, and because of that, when I create paintings and in my art, you're gonna see a lot of bright colors, because I feel like especially this world, there are a lot of sadness, a lot of depression, a lot of uncertainties. And my passion for art, I also want to combine to advocate for mental health, because I feel it's something that blends beautifully. And like I say, I try to implement colors that can go and can uplift people's soul, spirit. And it is something that I feel like it comes in me, like to create things that when somebody gets a painting, they can see something in that painting that uplift their mood. And even with the blue, I added also a lot of blue in there, because it kind of represents the water. Like when you see blue, you think about the water, you think about the ocean, you think about the sky, something positive, right? And when you think about white colors, like you can see, I kind of went over with like some white color around. In the white color, like it's just like a purity, calmness, and all that stuff. So it is a beautiful combination. That's why I decided, let me just do it this way and see. I started adding like update throughout the whole process of this painting, and it was so beautiful how people respond to engaging with the painting and the whole process, and it is amazing. I also want to add in here, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, because I'm gonna continue doing this live stream. And in this live stream, I also would like to discuss about art, but also I would like to discuss things related to mental health, and things that can uplift everybody's spirit. And I want to engage in conversation about those topics as well. Something interesting that I almost forgot. So I mentioned it about the recycle part in here that I added. The reason I use the recycle part is because I had a choice to use this that we can use in painting. Let me show you right here. This is the material that usually most artists use for painting. I used a different material. It was a recycle, and then I added like the gold color and all of that. But the reason I did it that specific way, Sometimes, oh, now I got the stuff in my hand, so hopefully I didn't get it in my face. But anyway, the reason I did it with that specific material, let me see if I can see it, right here. Let me just put it. I got this paper right here. So this is the paper that I use for that one. As you can see, it's a piece of paper that I could just throw it away and that was it. But I was like, I wanted, when I do this painting, I want to put it in there that has some type of meaning for me. And like I said, my goal is to continue advocating for mental health. And also when I'm doing my painting, I want to put something that represents what I believe in. So I use the recycled material because when you think about lives, sometimes things happen to people and they go over, the entire life and they don't let it go and they continue and continue and continue. I think in life it's good to kind of recycle certain things because the bad things that happen in our life, they're for, reasons that we sometimes cannot explain. But those things, you can use that and recycle for good because you can learn from whatever happened to you and use that for good for your future, for something that you feel that you need to accomplish or who you want to be. So I was like, let me add that and put that as a topic because I want people to believe in themselves and not just be stuck on the bad things that happen, because bad things happen. Sometimes you are not looking for, bad things and things happen. It is what it is. But you can use the bad thing and recycle for something good. And that's why I did that in there. So in case if there was any question about that. And like I said, this is the material that I use. I didn't use the regular one that artists will use because I want to put it in there that symbolizes something in background about the artwork and who I am and all of that. So I want to hear about you got interested. What are your hobby? How are you feeling today? Okay, all right, for those that are feeling happy today, can you put a thumbs up or a heart in there? Let me see. I would like to see a lot of hearts in there, a lot of thumbs up. If today is not one of those happy days, okay, that's another thing. That's what I would like people to know, that not every single day you have to feel, super happy and everything. It's just finding balance in life. Life is like that. Life has a lot of challenges. Life has struggles, and it's okay. It's just a matter of finding balance within yourself. I got a lot of hi in here. Hello, I see more people joining the live stream. Hi, welcome to this live stream. It is unbelievable, amazing, and thank you very much for, being so kind and taking the time to be here with me. And it is what it is. And it's a little intimidating because, it is a live streaming. You don't know what people are going to ask you or you are some, or maybe I'm not going to be prepared for some answers, for some questions. And it's okay because that's what life is about. Life is about uncertainties. Life is about learning as we go. And another thing that I noticed also, in this world, there are more good people than bad people. So I'm sure that whoever, they're coming here, they're going to be really kind, nice with me. That's what I hope. Oh, my God. I see more people joining there. How is everybody doing? Like I said, this live stream is not only for me, it's also to be here and engage with you guys, with everybody in here joining me. So I appreciate, like I said, the time, and it is so kind and generous for you guys to be here. I appreciate people's time because, like I say, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe it. I'm gonna be here every Sunday, unless something happens, because life it is what it is. But the purpose of this live stream is to connect art and discuss mental health at the same time. I think, like I mentioned before, mental health is a necessity. As much as I love doing art, because that's the reason I've been doing it for all this year, I do understand that, art is beautiful and everything, but mental health is a necessity, and that's why I would like to do in this live stream to connect with that specific topic, to engage in conversation, just to be like a supporting place for people to engage in here and have conversations and talk And at the same time, just keep in mind being respectful with the comments and everything, or what you share, because obviously when somebody shares something, we are in here in public. So, but just to have a place that people can engage, and also we can discuss art, and you guys also can get to know my work, how I ended out doing this, what I do, my paintings, and which I love. And right now, I'm just paying attention to whatever I see in the chat, because obviously I cannot do so much when I'm doing like a live stream. So I'm just reading the chat. I don't want to open all the screen or anything. You know, it is what it is. It is technology. And okay. So don't forget, like I said, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. So like that, when I'm live next Sunday at 6 o'clock, you guys can notify and can join me in here. So